The town of Meadowbrook rested quietly between green hills and endless fields of wildflowers. It was the kind of place where life moved slowly. The mornings smelled of fresh grass and warm bread from the bakery on Main Street. The evenings were filled with the sound of crickets and the golden glow of porch lights. And just beyond the town flowed a river unlike any other. The people called it the Sleeping River, not because it was small, not because it was shallow, but because it was always silent. No rushing water, no splashing waves, no roaring current after storms. The river simply flowed, smooth and calm, day after day, year after year, for as long as anyone could remember. Some of the older residents claimed the river had once sung. Others said it had whispered secrets to travelers beneath the moonlight. But those stories belonged to another time. Now, the river slept. At least, that was what everyone believed. Everyone, except Lily Harper. Lily was 14 years old and lived in a small white cottage near the edge of town. She had long, wavy blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a curious mind that never seemed to rest. While other children spent their afternoons playing games or riding bicycles, Lily preferred exploring. She loved discovering forgotten paths, hidden gardens, and places that most people walked past without noticing. Her favorite place in the world was the river. Almost every evening, she carried a small lantern and followed a narrow trail through the wildflowers until she reached the riverbank. There she would sit on an old wooden log and watch the water. Most people thought the river was boring. Lily thought it was mysterious. Sometimes she imagined the river was dreaming of distant mountains, dreaming of forgotten adventures, dreaming of things no one else could see. One cool autumn evening, Lily arrived at the river just as the sun disappeared behind the hills. The sky glowed with shades of pink, gold, and violet. The water reflected every color perfectly. For a while, she sat quietly, listening to the wind moving through the tall grass. Then she noticed something unusual. A single silver ripple appeared in the center of the river. Lily sat up straight. The river was completely calm. There should not have been any ripples, especially not in the middle of the water. She watched carefully. The ripple spread outward. Then another appeared, and another. Tiny circles moving across the glass-like surface. The air suddenly felt different, warmer, almost alive. Lily stood and stepped closer to the water's edge. The silver ripples slowly gathered together. At first they seemed random. Then they began forming a shape, a spiral, a glowing silver spiral turning gently beneath the surface. Lily's heart beat faster. She'd never seen anything like it. The spiral grew brighter. The river remained silent. Yet somehow, Lily felt as though it was trying to communicate, as though it wanted her to understand something. Then, without warning, a small silver light rose from the center of the spiral. It floated upward like a firefly. Soft, beautiful, magical. The glowing light drifted across the river and stopped a few feet in front of Lily. For several seconds it hovered in the air, neither moving nor fading, just waiting. Lily stared in amazement. The tiny light seemed almost alive. Then it slowly moved away from the river, toward the forest on the opposite bank. After traveling several feet, it paused and floated back toward Lily, almost as if it wanted her to follow. Lily hesitated. The sensible thing would be to return home, to tell her parents, to forget what she had seen. But curiosity had always been stronger than fear. The silver light moved again, waiting, inviting, calling. Lily tightened her grip on the lantern. She took a deep breath. Then she stepped onto the old wooden bridge crossing the sleeping river. And for the first time in her life, she began following the mystery hidden within its waters. As she crossed the bridge, the silver light drifted deeper into the gathering darkness, leading her toward an adventure that would change everything she believed about the sleeping river. And somewhere far beneath the calm water, something ancient slowly began to wake.
Lily followed the glowing silver light across the old wooden bridge. The river flowed quietly beneath her feet. The water looked as calm as ever. Yet something felt different now, almost as if the river were watching, waiting, listening. The silver light floated ahead, weaving gently through the cool night air. Beyond the bridge, a narrow trail disappeared into the forest. Lily had never traveled this path before. Most people in Meadowbrook avoided this side of the river. There was no real reason. It was simply a place no one visited anymore. The silver light drifted between the trees. Lily followed. Her lantern cast a warm, golden glow on the forest floor. Leaves crunched softly beneath her boots. Above her, moonlight filtered through the branches. The deeper she walked, the quieter the world became. Soon, even the sound of the wind faded away. Only the silver light continued moving forward. After several minutes, the forest opened into a small clearing. Lily stopped. At the center of the clearing stood an enormous willow tree. Its long branches touched the ground like curtains of silver-green silk. The tree looked ancient, older than anything Lily had ever seen. Its trunk was wider than a house. Its roots twisted across the earth like giant sleeping snakes. The silver light floated toward the tree, then disappeared inside the trunk. Lily blinked. Gone. Just like that. For a moment, she stood completely still. Then she noticed something carved into the bark. Words. Very old words, covered with moss and time. Carefully, she brushed away the moss. The inscription read, "When the river dreams, the lanterns return." Lily whispered the words aloud. The lanterns return. A sudden breeze moved through the clearing. The willow branches swayed gently, and somewhere nearby she heard a faint sound. A chime. Soft, delicate, almost musical. Then another, and another. Lily looked around. Tiny lights were appearing among the trees. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Glowing lanterns floated silently through the darkness. Golden lanterns. Blue lanterns. Silver lanterns. Each one shining with a warm, magical light. Lily gasped. The lanterns drifted through the forest like stars. Slowly, they gathered around the ancient willow tree. The sight was breathtaking. She had never seen anything so beautiful. As she watched, one lantern floated toward her. Inside its glass walls swirled tiny silver sparks. Lily reached out carefully. The moment her fingers touched the lantern, a vision flashed before her eyes. A little boy laughing beside the river. A family picnic beneath a sunny sky. A woman singing while hanging clothes on a line. Then, the vision disappeared. Lily stumbled backward. Her heart raced. The lantern floated away. "What was that?" she whispered. A voice answered from behind her. That was a memory. Lily spun around. At first, she saw no one. Then, a small figure stepped from behind the roots of the willow tree. It was a turtle. A very old turtle. Its shell shimmered faintly with silver patterns. Its eyes sparkled with wisdom. And somehow, it was smiling. Lily stared in shock. The turtle nodded politely. "Good evening, Lily Harper." Lily nearly dropped her lantern. You can talk." "Of course." The turtle blinked slowly. "Most people are simply too busy to listen." Lily couldn't believe what she was hearing. A talking turtle? Floating lanterns? Living memories? The evening had become stranger than any story she had ever imagined. The turtle slowly approached. "My name is Oliver," he said. "I have been waiting for you." "Waiting for me?" "For many years." Lily frowned. "But we've never met." Oliver smiled. "Not yet." That answer only confused her more. The turtle looked toward the lanterns floating through the clearing. His expression became thoughtful. "The river is waking." Lily felt a chill. "What does that mean?" Oliver gazed toward the distant water. "For a very long time, the sleeping river has protected the memories of this valley." The memories? Every hope, every dream, every joyful moment, every lesson learned. The lanterns drifted overhead, glowing softly, like tiny moons. "The river keeps them safe," Oliver continued. "But now something is changing." Lily followed his gaze. Far beyond the trees, a faint silver glow rose from the river itself, brighter than before, much brighter. "The river is calling," Oliver said quietly. "And if we do not discover why, all the memories it protects may be lost forever." Lily looked toward the mysterious glow, then back at the old turtle. A strange feeling settled in her heart. She knew this was only the beginning. Somewhere ahead, answers were waiting, and the sleeping river was slowly awakening.
The silver glow beyond the trees continued to shine. Lily stood beneath the ancient willow tree, watching the floating lanterns drift silently through the night sky. Each lantern carried a soft light of its own, golden, blue, silver, white. Together they transformed the forest into a dreamlike world. For a moment, Lily almost forgot about the strange warning Oliver had given her. "The river is waking." The words lingered in her mind. Oliver slowly turned toward the river. His old shell shimmered beneath the lantern light. "We should go," he said. Lily nodded. Without another word, she followed the wise old turtle through the clearing. The floating lanterns drifted behind them as if guiding their path. The forest seemed different now, more alive. The trees whispered softly as the wind moved through their branches. Tiny silver lights danced among the leaves. Somewhere in the distance, an owl called into the darkness. The night felt magical, yet there was something else beneath the beauty. Something mysterious, something waiting. After several minutes, the trees began to thin. Soon Lily and Oliver reached the riverbank. Lily stopped in amazement. The sleeping river looked completely different. Its surface glowed with a soft, silver light. Thousands of reflections shimmered across the water like stars. The river was no longer silent. It wasn't speaking exactly, but it seemed to hum. A gentle melody carried by the current, a song so soft it felt more like a memory than a sound. Lily listened carefully. The melody filled her with warmth, with peace, with a strange feeling of familiarity. "Do you hear it?" Oliver asked. Lily nodded. "The river is singing." Oliver smiled. "It hasn't sung in generations." The floating lanterns slowly gathered above the water, dozens at first, then hundreds. Soon the entire river shimmered beneath a sea of glowing lights. The sight was breathtaking. One by one, the lanterns began drifting downstream. As they moved, images appeared inside them, tiny scenes from long ago. A child flying a kite, A farmer planting seeds, friends laughing beside a campfire, a wedding celebration beneath lanterns, a grandmother reading stories to her grandchildren. Each lantern carried a memory. Each memory belonged to someone who had once lived beside the river. Lily watched in wonder. "It remembers everything," she whispered. Oliver nodded. "The river never forgets." For a while they simply stood together, watching the lanterns float by. Then something unexpected happened. One lantern separated from the others. It glowed brighter than the rest, much brighter. The silver light inside it swirled rapidly, as if trying to get Lily's attention. Slowly, the lantern drifted toward her, closer, closer, until it hovered directly in front of her face. Lily hesitated. Then she reached out. The moment her fingers touched the glass, another vision appeared. This time, the memory was clearer, stronger. She saw a young girl standing beside the sleeping river. The girl looked almost exactly like Lily, the same blue eyes, the same blonde hair, the same curious expression. Lily's breath caught. "Who is she?" The vision continued. The mysterious girl held a lantern identical to Lily's. She walked toward the river and placed the lantern upon the water. Then she looked directly toward Lily and smiled. A second later, the vision vanished. The lantern floated away. Lily stood frozen. Her heart raced. Oliver's eyes widened. For the first time since meeting him, he looked surprised. "That's impossible," he whispered. "What is?" Lily asked. Oliver stared at the disappearing lantern. "The girl you saw." "Who was she?" The old turtle remained silent for several seconds. Then he spoke softly. "Her name was Eleanor." Lily waited. "Eleanor Harper." Lily's eyes widened. "Harper?" Oliver nodded slowly. "She was your great-great-grandmother." A chill ran through Lily. She had never heard that name before, never seen her photograph, yet somehow she had recognized her instantly. Oliver looked toward the glowing river. The stories were true. What stories? The turtle took a slow breath. For generations, one member of the Harper family has been chosen by the river. Lily stared at him. Chosen for what? Before Oliver could answer, the river suddenly flashed with brilliant silver light. The water trembled. The lanterns flickered. The gentle melody stopped. Everything became still. Then, from far downstream, a loud crack echoed through the valley. The sound rolled across the water like distant thunder. Oliver's expression darkened. "That's not good." "What happened?" Lily asked. The turtle turned toward the darkness beyond the bend in the river. His voice became very quiet. "The forgotten bridge." Lily followed his gaze. Far away, beyond the silver mist, a faint shape could be seen rising above the water. For several moments, neither Lily nor Oliver spoke. They stood beside the glowing river, staring toward the distant silhouette rising from the mist. The forgotten bridge. Even the name sounded mysterious, ancient, lonely, almost alive. The river remained unusually still. Its silver light pulsed softly beneath the moonlit sky. The floating lanterns had drifted away, disappearing into the darkness beyond the bend. Lily tightened her grip on her lantern. "What is the forgotten bridge?" she asked quietly. Oliver's old eyes remained fixed on the horizon. "It was once the most important place along the river." "The most important?" The turtle nodded. "Long ago, before Meadowbrook existed, travelers crossed the valley using that bridge." He paused. "But it was more than a bridge." Lily waited. Oliver lowered his voice. It was a doorway. A cool breeze moved across the water. Lily felt a shiver run down her spine. A doorway to where? Oliver looked toward the stars, to memories. The answer only created more questions. Before Lily could ask another one, Oliver slowly began walking along the riverbank. We must reach it before sunrise. Lily hurried after him. The silver river flowed beside them as they followed a narrow trail through tall grass and willow trees. The moon hung high overhead. Its reflection danced across the water. For a while the world felt peaceful, almost dreamlike. Yet beneath that peace, Lily sensed something changing. The river's song had vanished. The silence felt strange, unnatural, as if the valley itself were holding its breath. After nearly an hour of walking, the trail opened into a wide meadow. Lily stopped. Ahead of them stood the forgotten bridge. It was enormous, far larger than she had imagined. Ancient stone arches stretched across the river. Vines covered much of the structure. Small trees even grew from cracks in the weathered stone. Parts of the bridge had collapsed long ago, yet somehow it still stood, proud and mysterious against the night sky. Silver mist curled around its base. The glowing river flowed beneath it, and above the center arch floated dozens of lanterns, not moving, not drifting, simply waiting. Lily felt as though she had stepped into a forgotten dream. "It's beautiful," she whispered. Oliver nodded. It wasn't always forgotten. As they approached, Lily noticed strange symbols carved into the stone. Circles, stars, flowing lines that resembled moving water. The carvings glowed faintly silver, the same color as the river. Then something unexpected happened. One of the lanterns floating above the bridge suddenly descended, slowly, gracefully, until it hovered before Lily. The lantern glowed brighter than the others. Its light shimmered like liquid silver. Lily reached out, carefully. The moment she touched it, another vision appeared. She found herself standing on the bridge, but everything looked different. The stone was new. The valley was filled with people. Children laughed. Travelers crossed the bridge carrying lanterns. Music echoed through the night air. The entire place was alive. Then Lily saw a familiar face. A young woman with bright blue eyes and blonde hair. Lily Harper, her ancestor. Eleanor stood in the center of the bridge holding a silver lantern. People gathered around her, listening, smiling, trusting her. Then Eleanor looked directly toward Lily. Just as she had in the previous vision, this time she spoke only 4 words. "The river remembers you." The vision vanished. Lily gasped. The lantern drifted upward once more. Oliver looked concerned. "What did you see?" Lily told him everything, Eleanor's message. The turtle listened carefully. When she finished, he nodded slowly. "I was afraid of that. What does it mean?" Oliver looked toward the center of the bridge. His expression was thoughtful. "Your family once protected the river." Lily blinked. "My family? For generations?" Oliver climbed onto a nearby stone and gazed across the water. The Harpers were known as keepers of the river. Keepers? They helped preserve the memories carried by the river. Lily struggled to understand. "You mean all these lanterns?" "Yes." Oliver's voice softened. "The river stores memories so people can learn from them, cherish them, and eventually let them go." The words reminded Lily of something. Some memories are meant to be kept. Some are meant to be released. Though she didn't know why, the thought suddenly felt important. Then a low rumble echoed beneath the bridge. The stone arches trembled. The water glowed brighter, much brighter. The lanterns above the bridge began spinning slowly in a great circle. Oliver's eyes widened. "Oh no!" "What is it?" Lily asked. The turtle stared at the center arch. "The heart of the river is awakening." The river beneath the bridge erupted with silver light. A column of shimmering water rose into the air. The lanterns swirled around it like stars orbiting a moon. The entire valley glowed. Lily could barely believe what she was seeing. Then, within the shining water, a distant island slowly emerged from the mist. An island that should not have existed. An island hidden in the middle of the sleeping river. Oliver whispered the words almost reverently. The island of lost dreams. The silver light reflected in Lily's eyes, and deep in her heart, she knew that whatever answers they were searching for would be waiting there. The island of lost dreams shimmered in the distance. Silver mist curled around its shores, and thousands of floating lanterns circled above it, like stars around a moon. For a long moment, Lily simply stared. The island felt familiar, not because she had seen it before, but because something deep inside her recognized it. The river's glow reflected in her blue eyes. Beside her, Oliver remained silent. Even the wise old turtle seemed humbled by what stood before them. "The island only appears when the river truly awakens," he finally said. Lily looked at him. "What happens now?" Oliver's gaze drifted toward the island. "Now we discover why the river called you." The silver water beneath the bridge began to move. Slowly, a pathway of glowing stones rose from the river's surface, one by one, stretching from the forgotten bridge all the way to the island, a road of light, waiting, inviting. Lily tightened her grip on her lantern. Then she took the first step. The glowing stones felt warm beneath her boots. The river hummed softly around her, not with words but with feelings, memories, dreams, hope. The farther she walked, the brighter the island became. Soon she reached its shore. At the center of the island stood a magnificent tree unlike anything she had ever seen. Its silver branches reached toward the stars. Its leaves glowed with soft, golden light. And hanging from every branch were lanterns, thousands of them, each one containing a memory, a dream, a moment from someone's life. Lily approached the tree. As she did, the lantern she carried began to glow brighter, 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 until it illuminated the entire clearing. Then a voice filled the air, gentle, warm, ancient. "Lily Harper." She froze. The voice seemed to come from everywhere, from the tree, from the river, from the lanterns. "Who are you?" she whispered. "I am the heart of the river." The silver leaves rustled softly. "For generations, your family helped protect the memories carried by these waters." Lily thought of Eleanor, of the visions, of the forgotten stories. "The river remembers every joy, every kindness, every lesson, and every dream," the voice continued. "But memories are not meant to be held forever." The lanterns around her glowed gently. "Some must be treasured." A golden lantern brightened. "Some must be shared." A blue lantern joined it. "And some must be released." A silver lantern drifted into the sky. Lily watched it disappear among the stars. At last, she understood. The river was not protecting memories so people could live in the past. It protected them so they could learn, heal, and move forward. Just then, one final lantern descended from the tree. It floated toward Lily. Inside, it was a memory she had never seen. A younger version of her grandmother laughing beside the river. A little girl chasing butterflies. A family gathered together on a summer afternoon. Simple moments, beautiful moments, moments worth remembering. A tear rolled down Lily's cheek. The lantern hovered before her, waiting. The heart of the river spoke once more. It is time. Lily nodded. She understood. Carefully she opened the lantern. The memory rose into the air as a stream of silver light. Higher, higher, until it joined the stars above. The moment it did, the entire island began to glow. The river sang, the lanterns shone, the silver trees sparkled like 1,000 diamonds beneath the night sky, and for the first time in generations, the sleeping river was at peace. The heart of the river spoke one final sentence. The river will always remember, but now, so will you. The light slowly faded. The island became quiet. The lanterns drifted gently in the night breeze. When Lily opened her eyes again, she was standing beside the river near Meadowbrook. The sun was beginning to rise. Golden light stretched across the water. Birds sang in the trees. The old bridge was gone. The island had vanished. Everything looked normal, and yet everything felt different. Oliver stood beside her. The old turtle smiled. You did well, Keeper. Lily smiled back. For the first time, the title felt right. Together they watched the sun rise over the sleeping river. The water flowed peacefully, softly, happily, and if you listened very carefully, you could almost hear it singing, not loudly, not clearly, but enough to remind anyone who passed by that some memories are meant to stay in our hearts, and some are meant to drift away like lanterns upon a sleeping river.